Okay, first of all, I want to apologize about the camera being at the bottom of the screen and not at the top. I didn't make this laptop, or else I would have put it up there. So it's kind of weird looking down, but it'll just have to do. Um, and this is the first video I've ever made, so I hope that I can um, communicate to you my thoughts as they come in a cohesive way that makes sense, like a lot of other people can. So um, I hope I can do that. Let me just say that after my breakup, I was on YouTube. I was watching all these videos. I was watching how to get my ex back, what the no contact rule is, how to get over my ex. I was watching all these videos. I was watching Breakup Stories. I just couldn't feel alone. Like, I had to empathize with someone. I had to know that someone else was feeling what I was feeling, and that in itself really helped me. And so I felt that it'd be good to contribute to all the phenomenal people out there who have shared their stories, because it takes a lot, and it takes a lot from in here. So I'm going to share mine. Where do I begin? I don't know where I begin. I'll just start from the beginning. So I met this guy, Robert, about 1.5 years ago in the winter. At that time, I was just getting out of a relationship with someone who was going to Stanford University, and we both agreed that it wasn't going to work out. So the end of that relationship was mutual. We're still friends, and I honestly wish the best for him. And so that ended, and Robert was there for me. I had someone to talk to. I had someone to vent to. I had someone to explain my feelings to, someone who would understand where I'm coming from. And I felt comforted. I got comfort in that. And so that's how our relationship developed. We hung out, we started to get really close, and then about 2 months into talking to him, we started dating. And I can't tell you how amazing it felt to be in love with someone who I shared so much in common with. I had no idea that this was possible, and how perfect I thought he was, and how everything he meant to me was. It was just incredible to find someone like that. And we dated for a very long time, and the longest that relationship I've been in. And I'll be honest when I say this, I have never loved someone as hard as I loved him. And I've never experienced love back the same way, because he just has such a huge heart. I can't explain it. He just, back then, oh my God, I can't, it's just, I truly loved him. I was truly in love. And I thought I was going to be with him forever. We made plans to get married, to have children, to just experience all the things a normal couple would in life. And that's what else I really admired about him, is that we wanted the same things. We wanted the same major goals. We had the same major goals, and that to me, I let my guard down. I made myself so vulnerable, and I never thought that I would lose him. I never thought that I would. And that's where I went wrong. You can never let your guard down like that. It's very dangerous, because anything can happen, especially when you're a teenager or in college, whatever, high school. that was something I didn't check and left unchecked until last Sunday. I woke up, told him good morning, and then I left him. Felt like in just a few short weeks we would be moving in together in college and that we could finally start our life together. And when I went to bed that night, everything sort of did a 180. So at the beginning of the summer, sorry, I'm kneeling down and my legs have really weird circulation and I can't feel it. At the beginning of summer, I switched from wanting to be a French teacher to wanting to go into pharmacy. And pharmacy school entails a lot. I wanted to complete my 4-year degree at the university and then apply to pharmacy school. That's another 4 years. So it's a lot of time commitment. And particularly, I wanted to stay in Missouri. So that, I think, was the first domino, the flick of the domino. Because later that summer, we talked about how we might not want to stay in Missouri, how we kind of want to get out and experience the world, and how we didn't want to be stuck here. And I told him that I don't mind Missouri and I would love to stay here, but I'm open to going elsewhere. And I think he was stuck with the image that I just wanted to stay here. And so I feel as summer went on, he thought about that a lot and started to become really disconnected with me because he thought that, our futures weren't aligning and our dreams didn't seem to match. And so the summer went on, our relationship kind of was stagnant, it plateaued, there was nothing really going on. I only saw him once a week. And so Sundays when we had the conversation, I noticed that for the past few days he had been really rude, he had been really distant, and I was addressing those things to him to get to the bottom of it. I just didn't know if he was in a funk or whether or not he thought I did something wrong. And so I pressed him. Well, he had been with his friends that night, and so he didn't text me that much because the next day he was flying out to Maryland to stay there for a week on the beach. And I wanted to talk to him. But we didn't get that, so I expressed to him that I was kind of upset that I hadn't got to talk to him and that I missed him and that he was going to go and hardly text me all week. And I kind of wanted to get to the bottom of why he was acting so different. And then that's when he told me that our relationship wasn't the same. And that to me just was like, it felt like a knife just went through my soul. Okay, like a knife on fire just going in and just messing everything up. I couldn't sit still. I had all this energy. I was punching myself. I was ripping my hair out. I went outside and paced my yard. And I was like, why? No. I was screaming. I was in a panic. I was shaking. I was like, this cannot be happening right now. There are so many good things that have happened over the past few months, and everything just seems like it's coming together, and now this. So I freaked out. And he told me that he was just telling me that things are different, we seem like different people, our goals and dreams don't align. And that to me was a really vague answer. And so I was like, no, 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 I can't lose you. I can't lose you. What did I do? Can we talk about this? Can we fix things? And he said that when he got back, we would talk about it. And I was like, oh, he wants to break up with me in person. So I was asking him whether he wanted to break up with me or just talk things, and he didn't know. That's when I knew I should have stopped, but I kept going. I kept pushing him. The begging, the pleading kind of pushes people away. And I think that's what I did. And he finally was like, okay, I don't want it anymore. I just can't see myself with you. I'm sorry. And getting that message sent a wave through my body. Like it was bad. I was torn. I was in tears. God, I couldn't eat. I lost 10 pounds. I didn't drink. Like right now, still this whole week, it's still happening. I haven't eaten. The only meal I had was dinner today. And usually I eat 4 meals a day, 4 or 5. Because sometimes I work out and that's just what I do. And so I haven't been treating myself well. It's been a really depressing week. Time ticks so slowly because I just want him back. But I think we finally decided to end it this week. And when we see each other next week is when we're going to give each other our stuff, the stuff we have back. Which honestly, I'm rethinking right now because honestly, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to give him any sort of attention. Because he hurt me. He hurt me. And I have every right to be angry. Because he essentially betrayed our love the way he did. The way he gave up on us, not due to our chemistry, not due to how well we got along with each other, because he literally told me that nothing necessarily went wrong. Like, what the fuck? If nothing is going wrong, then why must you have to end everything? Like, okay, just imagine. You're on a boat. You're sailing to the other side of the world. And the other side of the world is this great paradise. And you're getting closer and closer, but as you're getting closer, parts of the boat are falling off. Windows are breaking. The instruments that keep the boat moving are failing, and you need to fix them. But you can't have just one person fix them. You have to have both people fix them. And what essentially happened was I wanted to fix things. He wanted to jump ship. And so that's what he did. And here I am now. He gave up. He gave up so fast on me, on our future, on everything we built. And it was super shallow too. Shallow and superficial and just like that is a douchebag move. Utterly. And these past few days I've been telling myself that I don't deserve a guy like that. I don't deserve someone who would betray my trust, my love, in such a way that he did. And he's gone. He's just gone from my life. And when he promised me so many things. I just was so vulnerable. He made me vulnerable. He made me feel like I didn't have to worry anymore. Like everything was going to be okay. But you honestly shouldn't do that. No matter what relationship you're in, you always have to keep your guard up. Because that person might not be the same person they were the other day or the other week. Because right now he seems like an entirely changed person. Maybe it's because of the vacation he's been on, but to me, he isn't showing any signs of the care and attention and the acknowledgement of how I'm feeling. And maybe that's just what people do when they break up with you, but he just doesn't care. Like, you can tell he doesn't care. He's like, I'm trying to get over this peacefully, and I think you should too. We need to move on. Like, his answers are short, they're unemotional, they're straight to the point, like, just please get out of my life, please. I don't want any trouble, just go. And people don't realize that relationships are a bitch, that they take work, they take time, they take commitment, they take perseverance. You have to have faith in someone. And looking back, he didn't have that. Otherwise, we would be working through our problems. And it just tears my heart that someone who I thought would be there for me is just gone. Without a word, without a care. And that's what's been fueling this sort of anger and resentment and toward him over the past few days. And it's honestly helped me a lot, more than I thought it would, more than I expected it to. I'm kind of shocked, but focusing these negative emotions on him, because this is not what I deserve. This is not what anyone deserves. I wouldn't wish them on him, this on him. No one deserves this. Not after how much love you pour into a relationship, not after how much commitment, time, effort, money. It's an investment. You invest your life into someone, and in return you expect the same. But when they come up empty-handed, you're left with all of these memories, all of these broken promises, all of these hopes and dreams. There's no one to hold them anymore. And so they're just out there. And they're cold, they're alone, they're lost. And it's terrible. It's just like, I don't know, someone took half your soul. Someone took half of who you are and just crushed it and just threw it away. And I don't have that part of me anymore. I don't have that part of me that wants to be his soulmate. But then again, my other side is making up for that and is feeling sad and is feeling lonely and is feeling depressed. But that other side is not there anymore because he took it away from me. I could feel him in my body, but now I can't. It's just gone. And so it's made me really reflect on a lot of things about what I want in life and what kind of guy I want. And it's not him. It's not someone who betrays love so easily. It's not someone who gives up easily. It's not someone who doesn't cherish me for my dreams and my ups and downs and my flaws and my strengths. I mean, don't waste your time on someone who doesn't value your uniqueness, your ability to love. Because I did, and here's where I am. He only valued me for what career I wanted, for where I wanted to live. That's not true love. That's dishonoring it. That's giving it a bad name. That's not living up to what true love is. True love is so much more than that. True love is not about a career, not about where you want to live. It's about who you want to do those things with, and about just meeting someone you can connect on such a deep level. And that's what we had, and now we don't, because of some silly little, oh, I want this little thing in life. When I'm 18, teenage dream, who gives a fuck? It's just frustrating how someone with so little common sense about how the world works and how love works. And I'm afraid that this might happen to him again, where he meets a guy and they promise each other all these things in the moment, but as soon as he realizes that the other guy wants something a little different, then he will just leave him. And I don't want someone to go through that because of him again. And it's just hard to think about liking someone else either. Like, when I see other guys who are attractive, I'm just like, it makes me sick to my stomach. Because I don't want to feel that way about them. I don't want to, like, during a relationship is fine. It was just like, hi, you're cute. I still have the love of my life. You're just eye candy. But now it's just like, any guy could, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I don't want to see myself with anyone else right now. And it just hurts. It hurts a lot still. But I'm a much better place than I was. I've recovered a lot faster than I thought I would. And I hope that by next week or even the next, I'll be in such a better place. And so that's kind of my experience and how I dealt with it. And I just want everyone to stay strong and to know that everything gets better. That when you get to a low point in life, it will go up from there eventually. Like, no one stays at the pit for a long time. I learned in psychology class that there are ups and there are downs, but there's nothing that just stays constant. So if you think you have it bad now, and if you think you're never going to get over someone, if you think you're never going to feel any different, you will. That's just how the human body works. That's just how the chemistry in your body works. It gets over things. And so, hold on. It's a bitch. Life is a fucking bitch, but you learn that you can be happy without that one person, that you can be happy with who you are and with what you can do. You don't need someone to make you feel worthy, to make you feel like you belong here, to make you feel special, because that comes from you. That should come from you. And if it doesn't, then you've got another thing coming. So just be positive. Life isn't always going to be this way, and I hope that anyone going through this will find true happiness and find someone who really loves them for who they are. And think that ends what I have to say. Thanks for watching.